Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my new playthrough of F-Zero X. This is of course right after finishing F-Zero GX, which in theory we should have done the other way around, but no, it's fine. Do it this way. Yeah, so let's start Mute City, check. As far as racers, we're going to be using Falcon. Very similar combination to what we had last time. I already forgot what the controls were, so we'll see if how we do. It's probably going to be very sensitive. That's the main thing. But now there's less buttons to deal with, I guess. Let's see how that plays in our favor. If at all. As I'd have to get used to these. What else like last time? Now with F-Zero X, I've never actually 100%ed this game before. So that's the other thing that's kind of like, well, you know, it was kind of a reason why I didn't want to do a playthrough of this game initially. But given that we just finished what's it called, GX, it's like, why not do the original, you know? What's the worst that can happen, I guess? Yeah, Blood Falcon and Black Bull right behind me. But yeah, as far as how long this playthrough is gonna be, your guess is as good as mine. It probably won't be that long, in theory, right? Just because, what's it called? There's gonna be, what do you call it? There's less cups, obviously. Well, actually, cup-wise, it might be the same as, what do you call it, GX, although there's no story mode, so it's literally just cups, and then that's it. So there's not really like anything to play afterwards. Keep in mind though, this game is pretty tough too, you know, and I'd say in the cup department for sure there are some, you know, very tough courses we'll have to play through for sure, which luckily we have save state. It is something I didn't have in the original, so that could, you know, potentially make things way easier. Which they for sure are, you know, because that I think that was the one reason why I couldn't 100% playing it how I did originally, which was the what's it called, Wii's Virtual Console. And so, yeah, because of that, I didn't really have much to go off of. Yeah, main character we're going to be using is Sand Ocean Pipe. Oh, is going to be Falcon, of course, at least until we unlock, what do you call it, what's it called? Hyperspeeder, like in the last game, but Hyperspeeder is actually one of the last characters to unlock, so if we go to that, I wonder if like he's technically a better racer. The other thing I'm not sure of is how the stats carried over, or I guess from this game to GX. I assume they're similar enough. I mean, this is the predecessor after all. So I'm pretty sure all the stats more or less made the same. Although obviously, I think as far as pacing, I think, you know, obviously GX is technically a slightly faster paced game. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, how fast I'm going seems like it doesn't seem like I'm moving that fast, but I bet you I am. It's just obviously with the N64 textures or whatnot, it differs a little bit, but or you don't notice it as much. Also, the computers are a little better in this game than they are in what's it called, GX. And that's just from initial observation, obviously. But again, I also haven't played this game in a while. I did have a save state, as you saw right there, but I might have like played it like once or twice on Touch Online, because I think my main issue, because I played a little bit of it, I guess, on also Double Sword. I played a little bit of it on when it was available on Switch when the 64 thing came out on first. But then the main thing I noticed was that it was too sensitive with the Pro controllers that I used back then. So it was like, made sense, right? You know, the what's it called? The same issue what I had with GX initially, right? Was the fact that the controls were a little too sensitive. Okay, so I guess right drift is ZR for some reason, or R2, or regular R. Oh, you know, it's because that's why I'm dumb. I forgot that L and R are the regular L and R, and technically ZR doesn't have a button programmed because it's supposed to be you know, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But then would that mean that Z is L then? I wonder. I don't know, because yeah, there is the Z button does have a purpose in this game, I'm pretty sure. It's where what do you call it? You do the melee. I'm pretty sure it's the same one from GX, the spinny one. The one that I would use during that Michael Chain encounter. Okay, well, now that I'm using it, it's actually a lot easier to control, and I feel like holding the control like this might actually be a little better. But I actually don't know if this is unique to this game, that they changed the control scheme, or maybe it's always, I don't know. Because I always played this game with GameCube controller back in the day. Big blue cylinder. So that's the other thing. Also, I think there's 6 courses in each cup, now that I'm remembering it correctly. Because I'm pretty sure Port Town is supposed to be the final course, not this one. So, which I guess is one more course than, what's it called, GX, and even the original, because I think the original was also only 5 courses, so I don't know why they added an extra course. But, I guess, theoretically speaking, that means the cups take a little longer. Theoretically speaking, of course. Although, I mean, again, it's been a while since I played this game, so I do remember a decent bit of the courses, and playing through them and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure the courses aren't that long compared to like GX's. Like GX's had some very long courses, especially we're talking about AX courses, and at least the second batch of them. And then also the, what do you call it, what do you call it, yeah, the AX courses, and then, some of the later cup courses, like, the Diamond Cup. I also feel like the boost doesn't last as long or go as far compared to GX. I didn't get a perfect score, but I'll take it, I guess. That course is kind of tough. Because I feel I don't really progress that much. Alright, yeah, C-Court 6, Fort Town, high jump. Yeah. Once the difficulty in this game picks up, which is when I get to like expert and master, that's when it starts getting really intense for sure. But you don't want to rely too much on the drift if you don't have to, I guess, because I've noticed that you kind of like drop speed a bit. You're getting a lot of speed during down sections like that. But you also want to be careful to drift in certain sections, because if your car drags too from just turning the control stick all the way to make a tight turn. That guy just blew up. Yeah, see, my boost almost like kind of got canceled out there because I was in that weird turn slow down. Well, it's a good thing I have suspend points. Let's try this again. I mean, I have plenty of lives, but still, I don't want to self-destruct if I don't need to. Also, one thing that I can definitely notice from playing this game in 4K resolution is the fact that the freaking vehicles from far away just look like triangles. With the what's it called? Where the textures become low res.
You got both power.
Yes.
Alright, first place.
Nice. But it's all the same characters from GX. At least the base characters, right? Like, I guess premeditated spoilers, but there are no unlockable characters in the game, unfortunately. So yeah, it's just these 30. That's what I meant by unlockable character, like secret characters aside from the initial 30, which, I mean, I guess when you think about it, for a racing game during the era of the 64 to have 30 distinct cars is, I mean, that's a lot of work. And so, I mean, it's good that they were able to do that way. But yeah, watching the initial cutscene right here of us getting it first, so I don't have to keep showing it every time. I'll show it from every difficulty, because in every difficulty it changes slightly, but that's about it. Nice. Yeah, so now we move on to Queen, Sector A, Inverted Loop. Yeah, you see Michael Chain. Yeah, everyone looks kind of freaky with their comic book design. That's the thing, right? They have like these almost comic book design for their character portraits on the left. Which obviously in GX it's nice and fancy using their, you know, full 3D models or whatnot. The only 3D models that exist in this game for the characters is just their cars. Everything else is 2D. So I feel like having safe states is definitely going to make this process a whole lot easier for sure. Music's really good though, I appreciate it. It's got more of that kind of metal, hard rock kind of theme as opposed to GX, which has more of a what's it called? Electric kind of synthesized, I guess. Red Canyon. I'm not much of a music person, so pardon my lack of knowledge, but you know what I mean. We got Red Canyon, which Red Canyon does appear in GX for that, what's it called, Samurai Goro mission. That's the area where he faces Falcon. Although obviously all the courses in this game look more like, okay, they're all just courses and then the background, that's it. There isn't any that's like, you know, but again, we're talking about an N64 game, so let's, you know, keep our heads straight for that. Still quite impressive for a 64 game too. Especially when we're comparing it to Mario Kart 64. But hey, Mario Kart 64 was launched, nearly a launch title, so let's be real here. It had a lot going for it. Of course, the character I want is in first place. I also feel like the rail, I mean, obviously it's gonna be more, we haven't played all the courses yet, but I feel like the rails don't really affect me too much unless it's like one of those tight corner courses.
Finish! Alright!
Well, it will affect me. I see the freaking F-Zero, Blue Falcon just fade away. It's gonna be annoying though, is this game has more courses with without rails. And there's some very annoying ones that we're gonna get to. I don't know if this in this stream, but definitely in the next one, once we play through all the cups. Which I guess, like I said, you could say we're progressing pretty well, all things considered. And even with walkout now, I'm not too worried about using safe states, unless it's a course I don't feel comfortable with right now, especially on Novice. Maybe on, when we get to Standard, we'll probably use safe states a little more, but definitely on Expert and Master, that's for sure. Ow.
Yeah! Don't play no left! Watch your back!
What I don't know though, obviously my rival is Black Bull, right? Because he,
Watch your back!
you know, the points and whatnot. But what I'm curious about is it character dependent? Like, is Black Bull mainly going to be a rival if you play as Falcon, or is it going to be like it changes? Or I want to say it's character dependent in this game, because in this game you theoretically have clear rivals. Like I think even the lore explains it, which GX technically did too. But the difference with GX, mind you, is that anyone could be a rival depending on whoever had the closest amount of points to you. So at least I think. Oh yeah, Mute City too. Yeah, it gets a little tougher. Mute City 3 is worse, but Mute City 2 has its moments. A little boost from that.
You got boost power!
No, I don't know if there's a better character. I mean, I'm sure, again, there's bound to be better characters than Falcon for sure, stat-wise and all that, but I never looked too much into it or did much research into it, just because I think regardless of which player you play as, I mean, unless you're not good with navigating the forces in this game, like, you're going to struggle regardless. I mean, I figured Hyperspeeder is going to be the best, just like how he was my go-to in GX, but again, I never got to discover that because freaking Hyperspeeder is the last character set you get in this freaking game, which is kind of annoying, but maybe that's the reason why, is because the stats are really good.
Finish! Alright! First place!
Yeah, and it's funny because when you get Big Blue 2, when you compare this to the roster in the original game, which only had 4 characters, I mean, definitely quite the upgrade to go from 4 to 30. This is one of those exceptions where the 64 game sequel had way more content than the original, because there's a lot of games I've noticed, again, my personal opinion, right, where the SNES versions of the games tend to have more levels or more what's it called, range of things to do to some extent. And then it was kind of the same with 64 to GameCube, I feel like. And where I say that, right, is when you compare Yoshi's Island on the SNES to, say, freaking Yoshi's Story, right? Yoshi's Story is technically the direct sequel, if you think about it. But the thing with Yoshi's Story is that, level-wise, it's got half the levels as the original, literally, like, right down to the T. Plus, no bonus levels. So it's like, you know, what's it called? That, in and of itself, already kind of is like, well, you know, what the heck, you know? You think the next generation would have more stuff, but what's it called? But of course, right? To some extent, we're comparing apples and oranges. Like, you're going from the big leap from the whole 2D 16-bit era to the 64. So, you know, to some extent, all that stuff could be justified, right? White Land. But even still, when you think about it, in a lot of cases, content-wise, despite the flashy, big 3D model texture things, a lot of those SNES to 64 game comparisons were, you know, like, think about it. Mario World, obviously Mario World, you know, to Mario 64, completely different game style altogether. You're going from a 2D puzzle to a 3D one. But, like, level-wise, I mean, obviously Mario World technically had more levels, but it obviously had a different way of... Oh, shoot, look at this. What I mean by this is freaking... These non-rail sections put me on the edge. Look at this section, what the freak? But, yeah, so if you compare it in that regard, yes, Mario 64 only had 15 worlds, technically, and then a couple mini ones, but, what's it called? Obviously 3D to 2D, right? Then you can compare Mario Kart 64 to Super Mario Kart. That's one of the exceptions where it's like exactly the same level-wise, because it's like they both had 4 cups. I think the main difference was obviously the 3-dimensional courses made for more intricate, you know, levels, right? Whereas what do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah, what's it called? I have more intricate levels and stuff like that. But then I'm trying to think of another one. Like, compare Kirby Dream Land 3 to Crystal Shards. And I never completed 3D Land 3. Also, I can't skip this, really? Okay, so I gotta sit through it anyway. So I guess I gotta sit through this regardless. Unless I, like, reset and it gives me credit for it. Or if I've already done this cup before, but I don't think I can skip this. Yeah, I'm, like, hitting every button in the thing, so... But anyway, yeah, so in that comparison, Crystal Shards definitely didn't have nearly as many levels as Dreamland 3. What else? Freaking Star Fox 64 to the original. The original had more, I think, levels. I think. Could be wrong, but also, I think, had more going to it. Star Fox 64, well, technically they're both short games, but I think Star Fox 64 might have had like 1 or 2 levels left. But again, you could make the argument, right? 3D, 2D, technology, more memory, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. But I'm thinking, I know there's one other one I could think of too, where it's like, dang, yeah, the N64 one definitely didn't have as much. Also, that's 2 cups down. Let's move on to King Cup Firefield Zigzag Jump. This is where it starts to get a little annoying. this narrow area was always kind of annoying. Ooh, that's what I was afraid of. I always remember disliking that jump profusely, and I don't remember why. You kind of have to take your time with that jump. I know I was doing the strategy where I would dive, but you can't really dive too much with that, and if you don't build enough speed, yeah, then that happens too. I'll end up bonking out. Bro freaking hit me in the air. But yeah, so I'm trying to think. There's another example I could think of too, but it's funny doing that in this one too, because your machine just stays there. Silence 2, Wavy Road. Oh yeah, Silence 2 is a doozy as well. I love the music for Silence, but Silence 2's track design though, I'm not a fan. Like barely rails. Ow. Alright, well I'm saying that as there's rails here, but we're not in the section that I'm thinking of yet. This section right here. This is where it gets... Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm getting it mixed up with another form. Is there? I think there's a Silence 3. But there's one where it's like mainly just like wavy curves, unless I'm misremembering it. But I'm pretty sure there's a Silence 3, and that one has like barely any rails, and it's like weird curvy sections like that one, except it's way easier to fall off. Again, unless I'm getting it mixed up with a different course. I could be, I don't know. But it's been a while since I played this game. And then it's like, yeah, I know with the GameCube stuff, there were some games that definitely felt like they were a little more empty when you compared them to, I'll take fourth, whatever. I don't think any of those freaks were even in my top 3. Okay, well maybe Mr. Frickin' Ed over here. He's not by full, so I find that interesting. I'm It's technically Mr. EAE's course too. The sectors. I don't know how that guy blew up. Oh yeah, the freaking those are supposed to be like the bombs from EX.
Watch your back! Yeah! Don't play, don't play! Watch your back!
I'm washing my back, bro.
Watch your back! Finish! Alright! First place!
Nice. Red Canyon 2, Slime Line. The things after I've played these courses on these, what's it called? I will officially have that stat saved on everything. Like GX or just saves it one time and that's it. I'm also hoping the whole save file crap doesn't happen from what's it called? GX, because that was annoying. Why should it be like an F-Zero problem? Just F-Zero games are cursed. That's why they're trying to get people to just like, oh shoot, there goes Mr. EAD. Trying to give people an excuse not to want a new F-Zero game, I guess, I don't know.
You got boost power!
Crouch riding. I also hate these very narrow. Hate the lack of rails on certain courses, and then the nature of other courses that have those weird narrow passageways. White Land 2, I've played. No, this is the course I was just remembering of freaking Silence. No, this one right here reminds me of that freaking course from Lightning. The second Lightning course from GX. Jeez Louise. Zero rails, very easy to fall off. If you're a little careless. I'm trying to think of other games though. I know there was one that I always thought of, aside from the ones I just mentioned, where I was like, yeah, the freaking GX versions always felt. Nice. Let's do this. There's got to be another game though. Oh yeah, Mute City 3, by the way, everyone. Freak, there was one. See, Yoshi, Mario, already mentioned. Zelda. Okay, well, with Zelda, I guess you could make the argument with what's it called? Potentially saying that Link to the Past had a little more going for it than Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time theoretically is a shorter game, but like, I don't know. Maybe that one's a little, what do you call it, a little too controversial of an opinion. Although I will say I prefer Ocarina of Time hands down every time, only because that's the one that I was actually able to properly beat and play. I did technically beat Link to the Past, although it was thanks to that the glitch, the one that lets you skip like the entirety of the game, which isn't that hard to perform either, which is kind of crazy. Especially if you have I did it on the Wii U one, which I thought was kind of funny. I did end up playing Link to the Past as a kid, only through like the Wii. Was it? Yeah, it was through the Wii Shop channel or WiiWare thing. I forgot why I got that game though, because a part of me wasn't. I mean, I was a fan of Zelda, and still technically am, but I didn't think I was to the point where I was like, oh, I'll play through this game, because I think I had beaten Ocarina, and I was like, I need another Zelda game, I guess. Finish. Nice. Alright, well that's all 3 cups. And the main cups, of course, obviously. We got the other part to do. And we're almost halfway done with the stream, so I just don't remember. I think there's 5 cups, because I want to say there's the King Cup, and there's the, I think the Jester Cup or something, the 4th cup, and then I want to say there's also the X Cup. The thing with the X Cup, I think, is the one that was, I don't know if I ever ended up unlocking that cup initially. I don't remember. It's been a while. Then I also get it confused with the disc drive, which, yes, the disc drive cups, I remember you get 3, but like I forget if that one's the one that has the random generated forces, or if that's the X cup. I honestly don't remember, like I said. Well, I'm sure we'll find out, because again, with save states, if I would have had this as a kid, I bet you I would have beaten this game, because the only method I had going into it when I originally played this was just the fact that I could use a game controller, and I didn't have this on the OG 64, and I'm sure, I don't know, maybe it might have been easier with the OG 64 controller, who knows, but yeah. Alright, standard, Mute City. Yeah, so now we got the second set of characters. Still gonna be sticking with Falcon though. Yeah, let's see how the difficulty spikes now. First hand. I know I definitely felt it in standard, but more so on, yeah, for sure on expert, but we'll see. We'll see. Although we've also gotten a little better too, so we'll see if that even makes a difference. I guess the double tap where you turn red is considered the base melee as opposed to the spin. I know the spinny one is like your full melee. Nice. Silence, nice. I'll just make safe states on this one just in case. Boost power indeed. But if I could properly hit all these boost panels, boost power should really only be used on straightaway sections like this. But unless there's an easier to control car with better stats, I mean, I don't know. I'll stick with the Falcon. Yeah. Yeah, once we start getting to the higher difficulty, that's when we'll start feeling the pain, I guess. But honestly, I mean, I don't know, cause yeah, when I was playing this game with the original Switch Pro controller, I definitely felt the same was a struggle for sure. But I honestly, I don't know if it could just be thanks to GX kind of getting me used to this kind of high-speed hijinks kind of game. But I feel like I'm doing a lot better. And it could also just be that the Pro Controller for the Switch 2 is a lot better, which it is. I'm not going to deny that. I feel like the control stick feels more precise. It feels more, more comfortable. So all those things could also be contributing to as to why I am doing a lot better. Take top 6, I guess. Well, Leon is catching up. Once the Leon.
Watch your back! Yeah! Don't fight! Watch your back! Watch your back!
This. And someone finished blowing up my car too, which is crazy. Cylinder. I missed the boost panel. Another thing, these cylinder courses I suck at. Even in GX, freaking keeping the momentum going, because I don't remember where the boost panels are, and quite frankly, I don't rely on them as much as I should.
You got boost power! Watch your back!
Because there's like almost like a set path you gotta take when to get it.
Yeah! Don't fight on left! Watch your back! Watch your back!
I feel terrible if I end up freaking
Watch your
getting.
back! Finish!
Which means we're gonna have to do a pretty good Port Town to not fall back. Yeah, it's fine. It's doable. Like Port Town's a lot easier. Just I'm not a fan of Big Blue, and then I did not have a good Sand Ocean. That's the main thing. The Port Town is a lot more doable. I thought I was gonna get into the boost in time. Actually, I need that boost. So there's the F-Zero lore that I do know. I know Port Town apparently is where Captain Falcon's from, which you can read up on GX, I think explains that. I like it when you boost on the internal, like the corridor sections like that. It makes that echo noise. That echo noise is pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. I didn't mean to hit that freak at the end. I guess this is where the beginning struggles start to show. Gosh darn it. Are you trying to get a little extra boost and the friggin' other races shaft me? As far as like I know I could do this and if I have a good run kind of thing. I'll take third. I think that might be enough. We'll see, but that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Oof, no, I gotta do better than that. I gotta at least beat the freaking Gazelle Freak. What ruined me was that freaking complete stop I got to earlier. If I wouldn't have done that, I probably would have actually been able to catch up to other guys. That's where the controls are starting to mess with me now because Alright, now I need to do a lot of that. And I was so close to, I just messed up on the dumbest sections. Alright. The cost of not being consistent with my runs, but again, I also feel like in this game the computers definitely are more annoying with that kind of stuff.
Watch your back! Watch your back! You got ghost power! Watch your back! Yeah! White on white!
I'm kind of annoyed that freaking my rival. Yeah, that's the thing. In GX, I don't think the rivals were this annoying in my opinion. Like, look, how the freak is he in first? That freak of nature. I really don't want to have to redo the cup just because I let this freak get his way. I limited somebody. I don't know how, but I did. Wish it was the Gazelle freak, but I just don't know why I struggle with that turn. Why I drop speed on that dang turn. That's my issue. If I didn't drop speed on that turn at the end, like, I'd be golden, but I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do to gain speed. That's my problem. Like, look at that. I literally came to a complete stop. Why? Also need to figure out how to do the freaking melee. Yeah, look at that. It's ridiculous. I don't know why that keeps happening.
You got boost power!
Like, why? Why do I drift like that? Jeez. Like, when I hold the drift button too much, it just annoys the heck out of me. I want to do like a perfect run, I guess, because that's the only way I'm gonna win this thing. Unless there's a better character out there that doesn't drop his speed when I drift like that, because it seems to be a nuisance. I did it again. Unless I'm just supposed to let go of the accelerator. That's the only other thing I can think of, is just let go of the accelerator when turning, but I don't think that's supposed to work. Because I think the drifting is almost like a braking. Like, that's what it feels like I'm doing. Like, I feel like I'm brake drifting. And I feel like a lot of these other freaks don't have to do that. And I don't know why they don't have to do that. I feel like they... I don't know if that's gonna be enough points, but I sure hope it is. I have to beat that freak. That's the worst part. I literally have to beat that freak, but I don't know how to melee. I literally got third. Like, I don't know what the game expects me to freaking get first on that guy when he's like always gonna be near first every time. I said unless he gets knocked out of the race, that's the only thing that's gonna. I'm gonna be stuck on this section, aren't I? Finally, freak. That was way more complicated than it needed to be. First place overall though, I'll take it. Yeah, so the standard difficulty shot definitely what it did. 19 characters out of their cards. Time is not enough. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Okay.
Watch your back!
Alright, really the final lap.
Alright! First place! Got boost power! Watch your back!
So I think 7 of the races got eliminated though. Alright, there's been a little quiet because I was trying to freaking regain my concentration. These freaking computer players are a lot more annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like those were the more obvious examples going back to that whole, jeez. gave me a lot of momentum there. Of games that on 64 weren't as so those are like the pretty drastic differences, I think, on some of those. Like the Yoshi Story one is the biggest one in my opinion. I'm sure there's others though. I just can't think of it for whatever reason.
Watch your back! Yeah! Don't wait on left! Watch your back! Finish! Alright! First place!
Yeah, man, unless I can think of another franchise. Now, GX to X though, that was definitely a huge upgrade, I would say, technically, as far as content. Sunshine at 64, I mean, I feel like 64 still has a little more going for it. Star Fox was more cinematic on GameCube than I think level-wise, maybe 64 and the original having more branching paths made it a little better. I'm specifically referring to it with Saul, not the Legend of Zelda Star Fox game. Then Wind Waker compared to Ocarina, I mean, I get Wind Waker technically had some stuff going for it that made it more content. I guess more stuff to do maybe. And there's the GameCube to Wii upgrades. Now Galaxy compared to Sunshine, that one was kind of like, okay, well, there's definitely a difference here. Although Sunshine was had been the last regular Mario Collectathon, because Galaxy had more of a what would eventually come the 3D World aspect of levels, which are very linear, like not much exploration kind of levels. The arrows were behind me. Blue 2. The Wii Zelda was definitely more than Twilight, technically. Skyward, content-wise, probably most likely. I've never played Skyward though, so I don't have much opinion on that. I'm sure Animal Crossing on Wii was a little more detailed than the GameCube one, so yeah, there's steps back and steps forward, I guess. Like Deluxe, obviously, when I made the rant about the Mario Kart World, Deluxe actually has more content, I feel like, than what's it called, World does. Keep in mind, Deluxe was originally a Wii U game, so in and of itself it was a slight upgrade, and it took a minute for them to get the DLC in, which I hope is not the case for World. We need that DLC like now. And then
You got Ghost Power!
yeah, the Wii U, when it was Wii to Wii U, there was very few games that had much of a quote-unquote upgrade. I mean, New Super Mario Bros. U for sure had an upgrade. That was one of the exceptions in that generation time span. Compared to the Wii one, of course. That was around the time when Nintendo wasn't really doing as much of the quote-unquote upgrades, I feel like. Well, we got first place in all the races except for the last one. Still enough. I could have lost it and still been fine. And then you have the two arrows were the ones that were gaining traction on me. I think we have enough time for at least one workout, maybe two. That crusty JPEG of a. Alright. Last one. I know. I'm also getting kind of tired and sleepy, so. I should have done a safe state for this one at the beginning. As far as licensed games on the 64 thing, I'm always curious if they're going to add more of those, because there's quite a few N64 games that were really good that were licensed ones, but I don't know if they're going to end up releasing that, to be honest. One that came to mind the other day, because Tony had mentioned it when he saw my F-Zero footage, was the freaking Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer game. which I do remember a good bit. I had it on my original 164. I wasn't that good at it. Like I remember beat some races here and there. But the main thing with that game was the eighth. I don't know how I feel about eighth. I really don't know how I feel about eighth. I almost want to redo the cup. Also, because I didn't. Let's see how we do here. Actually, no, let's not risk it for the biscuit. I feel like it would have been a lot better. Especially because we're gonna finish off on this cup anyway, so. But yeah, my guess, assuming I don't get too many save state issues or any issues where I gotta freaking redo the cups and stuff, my guess is probably 3 parts. Maybe 4. Alright, 5th, I guess, sure, whatever. If we don't get first here, then that'll be a problem, so I'll have to keep retrying this. But I'd rather retry this over retrying freaking Firefield again.
your back!
I don't know about that.
You got Ghost Power! Yeah! Final lap! Finish!
I don't know if these are the guys that got eliminated before, but we'll see what the standings are. 2 6th places. Alright. We just have to basically get first the next couple races and hope for the best. I'm sure why we're struggling now. I thought we had gotten the formula down, but I guess not.
You got Ghost Power! Watch your back!
That's the strategy. It would actually be to use a better stat booster at the beginning. That's the only other thing I think of, but I figured my stat was the ideal one. But
Yeah! Final lap! Watch your back! got ghost power! Watch your back! Yeah! Don't fight! Watch your back! Hold on! Go way out in front!
Oh, what the freak? I have to use save states between laps again. Don't have to do that. For some reason, I'm tempted. Worse head start than the last times.
You got ghost power! Watch your back! Finish! Alright! First place!
Oh, we'll see how that does to our momentum. Either way, we gotta proceed.
your back! Bring out in one! Finish!
Nice.
Alright! First place!
Catching up to that freak. Well, I don't appreciate him freaking getting freaking second every time.
Boost power!
How is this freak so far ahead? Did he fall off the track? I really hope that was him that just fell off the track. Can't tell. If it is, I'm safe stating that crap.
You got boost power!
Oh, it wasn't him, that freak. Like, I don't know what I could do differently on the track aside from hitting all those boost rails.
Watch your back!
So when I do that thing with the...
Yeah! Final fight! Yeah! Final fight! Yeah! Final fight! Yeah! Final fight! Finish!
Alright, I'll do one more. I think I hit the wrong thing, but... I need to see if I can try to knock that freak out of the board. I think it's hold down the button. How did I do it again? Oh. I feel like I could get that freak too if I tried harder enough. I don't know how I perform that crap though, that's the problem. It's like, I tap it, but then it doesn't do anything. Alright, perfect. That right there is the ticket. I just have to win the race. I literally just have to win the race.
You got most power! Finish!
Alright, hopefully that's enough. Dang, barely. Me knocking him out of the race only meant like that much. By 1 point, and I think it might have been because I knocked out a whole bunch of racers too, so I feel like that was the reason. That's crazy though, 1 point. It's just like that one situation. But the worst part is that this is even the highest difficulty. That's what triggers me slightly. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. Be sure to like, follow, share, Dude, always God bless, have a very nice day, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Alright guys, take care.